Hello YouTube, my name is With Honor. Welcome to my first Castle Clash video. Thanks for checking it out. So first, I've been playing Castle Clash for over 3 years now, since it came out about August 2013. And about the last 6 months or so I've been streaming over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/withhonor if you enjoy the video, want to come check out some live streams, ask questions live. But today I just wanted to talk, go walk you through my account, what I'm working with, where I'm at progress-wise, and some of the little insight into some of the decisions I've made about who gets what talents, like where I put bulwarks versus war gods and whatnot, and some more interesting things like a blade shell and beast hanger. But first, dungeons, I've been procrastinating. I'm sitting at Insane 5. So I'm sweeping 510. I'll probably make some attempts at 6 today. Christmas, 3-day weekend. Good time for that. Sweeping HBM AE. And I put this off for a long time, so by the time I did it, it took like 8 or 9 attempts to beat all 4 of them one night. So it was pretty exciting. I tried AF once, and the scatter team and base that you use for the first 5 don't work on AF at all. So I got blown away by the wave 3 with 3 demo gorgons. Lost Realm. So one of the little bit of history on my account, the first 2 years I played, I was free to play. And it wasn't until 2 years in I got my first Pumpkin Duke on this account. So things like Lost Realm I could not make progress on. My best hero was actually a 5/5 life drain Immortep. So he was my tank and everything. My tank, my AoE, carried me as far as he could, really. So kind of low on Lost Realm. Hurt my blue crystals and crest progression, but nothing I haven't been able to overcome. And the other thing that, when you can't progress in HBM and dungeons as well because you're missing some key heroes, 2 years later you're missing a lot of shards you should have got. So still working on a lot of 9/10s and 10/10s, but that's fine. My teams that I use, this is my demon team. I got scatters on all these guys plus Ares and Pumpkin Duke. So if you go and download Castle Clash 1.2.67, pro tip, you can add friends without them having to accept. So you can go find me if you want my team. I try and keep this up. Or you can just add like the top 10 players. They don't always leave demon teams out though. Most of the time it's for altar defense. Altar attack team. Obviously this evolves as your opponents change, because just making a change like that can make a big difference in how the fight goes. And then you put in Pumpkin Duke, Valentina, Spirit Mage. I guess these two don't matter, just to kill big teams real fast. Lava, farm Lava 3, 100%. I can play any spot, but I have Arctica, 5/5 Revive Val, and a 10/10 8/8 Berserk Pumpkin Duke, so bring in the support and always play the 90% of the time I play the east corner. If we're trying to carry someone who doesn't have like a Devo Golem or good snipers, I'll take south and let them hide in the corner. Guild Wars going on today. Wretched Gorge. Since I joined a new guild, it's only 3 weeks old. I haven't really established set of bases for people to use. In my last guild, we farmed 4 pretty easily, 95% of the time. But right now, if I'm gonna max on cooldowns, I'll just solo 2. I can solo 3, but I don't have a base set up, and it's not consistent enough. So my last guild, and kind of trying to pass it on because we have some people, more than one person from that guild. We use this style of base. So you need 2 setups so that you can do all 4 of the corners. I guess the last thing before I get into my hero specifically, my warehouse, which is something you'll hear a lot of people talk about, right? I tend to buy a lot of stuff. I even buy these gold packs sometimes because sometimes I don't want to farm. And like when this castle crisis is going on, it's a nice shortcut to have later. Some crests, and then I think I've already gotten all my pets from gems, but sometimes I'll refresh it once a day too. That's why my merits are low, because I spend a lot. And then inside the warehouse, if you'll notice, I have tons of everything. I am a hoarder, and I'm saving all these until they update what heroes you can get, because I don't need anything they provide yet, or until I get to a ridiculous amount and just see if it is actually possible to get a Skull Knight, because I still haven't seen it myself. And then something different you'll see from most other people is that I have every scatter, or I have every crest level 1 in my warehouse, so that's taken up a lot of spots, but I don't run into any problems with it. In fact, I've never sold any crests except for back when you can only have 99 of each, and then I sold them down to about 90 until they got close to capping again. So I still have 14 slots, and there's some things sitting here that could easily be, I could use these stamina cards. Actually, I'll probably burn through stamina cards when the castle crisis isn't going on. And then this, I have a use for it, I just haven't fully committed to it. So I don't have a problem with space. All my other level 2, 3, 4s, and 5s are on heroes throughout my altar, because once you get 80 inscriptions on all your heroes level 140 plus, you got a lot of space to store stuff here, which for a lot of people it's annoying to go through, but if you're trying to level one up, you just go through, pull all those out, level them up, put them back, make the set that you want. One of my smaller complaints in the game. But my heroes, the Crown Jewel, I got the 1010 8-8 Berserk, max inscriptions. Again, I was short on progress with revites, and if I had known better, take advantage of the bingo events, spend $100 over 2 days each, and you get level 2 crest sets, so those add up real quick. They're pretty close to max. And then my Skull Knight, I've worked on this a little bit, but doing my snipers now. But he's got 5 corrode, he's max inscriptions, 4 life drain. Ares, I just maxed him 10-10, 5-5 rewrite. And then the rest of my team is about 95 to 97. I keep that even. Keep sprint crest on him mainly for arena. Pixie, another one of my snipers, bulwark. War God crests, like I said, 95 to 96 inscriptions. 7-8 War God Warlock. I never had a 5-5 revite, so it never was a question. I had 4-5, just replaced it, no problem. I still can't make a level 4 Bulwark crest set. It's unfortunate. Judge Drake got the Bulwark. 4 War God crests. He's at 95. Pretty standard stuff across the board. I've only ever rolled 2 5-5 revites. Ares, I happened to have Ares the first time, and then I got the second one came after Valentina, so that was nice. 7-8 scatter, PK. Right now I'm thinking about Insane 6, and I'm thinking about 10-starring Spirit Mage and Minotaur, because that'll give him... It doesn't show you then. It's a big commitment though. That's a lot of resources. So I'm not sure. Might try before I do that and see what happens. But he'll get about 700 more attack power out of it, which multiplied by 8-8 War God and Bulwark crests and Pumpkin Duke and Cupid and whatnot. 700 can add up real fast. Got 7-8, Multanica. The heroes I use less. Starting to go down on the numbers, but Vlad Bulwark, 97. He was the first one that I got to 97 because it's like the second general hero I ever got. And this is interesting. I put a blade shell on Beast Aimer because all I use him for is a tank in Lost Battlefield and obviously defense in Guild Wars. And he had a 5/5 corrode, but the corrode requires someone swinging at him, or that the heroes that are attacking are nearby. Otherwise, it doesn't work, I don't think. So I threw this on here just as an experiment, but now I don't get attacked because there's enough people in my guild and in my Guild Wars overall that I'm way too low might to get attacked. Grimfiend. I did this I had a 5/8 bulwark. I did this just before I started AB because I thought I'd use him and I'd use a scatter, but I'm kind of regretting it. And then everything else that has Revites 4. It sucks, but it's one of the things you gotta deal with. Right now, my procrastination with Insane 6 is do I Devo my Druid and my Cupid? We're typically on my Insane 6 team. And I got Triantar because I use him for Guild Wars. This is worth 5,000 fame. I don't know. When I get 2 more Trixie Tree cards, I'll Devo her, and then I don't use the rest of these. Most of them had Enlightens. And I roll tons of 5/8 bulwarks, so I don't feel bad about throwing those away, but most of these heroes had Enlightens on them for a period of time, like who would evolve Paladin. But just evolve them at 200 for books when I had to. I've got some other projects here. 5/8 Flame Guard on a Valentina for Guild War defense, but that can sit there for a long time. And I get tons of 5/5 corrodes. I literally just threw one on Destroyer because he had 5/8 Berserk. Which one's better? Who knows? Pumpkin Duke with 5 corrode, and then Life Drain, SK, and Scatter if I ever want to deal with them, but otherwise, highest might hero, right? And of course, I keep the 6 blues and greens for garrisons. Getting into some of the specifics, especially the Bulwark versus War God, because my opinion tends to be a lot different than what most people say. Like, Vlad's a big one. Most people are looking for War God on him because it makes him a beast, but where you use Vlad and what he's capable of, like by taking away the 30% hit points or 60% at 8/8, you're kind of gimping the heal that he has. Like, this isn't going to go up with War God. Just the possibilities of how many hit points he can heal go down because his total is lower. So even with 6/8 Bulwark, I still beat AE on the 2nd or 3rd try, and WG4, that's plenty. So boosting his hit points up makes his heal more effective and makes him a better tank, especially when you think about what he's fighting against. In HBM, it's big waves coming from all different angles. It's my HBM base. And he's up here at the top, so he's tanking all the flying heroes and whatnot up in this area by himself. So giving him more hit points to take more damage, and then a higher hit point pool to heal all the way back up when he hits a bunch of heroes. This is why I think Bulwark is far superior on Vlad than War God. Oh, and I screwed myself up because the base is different. Obviously, you put Bulwark on heroes with tons of hit points, because 30% of 265,000 is a lot more than 30% of 115,000. Which, if you do the math there, it's like 2.5 times better on Dread Drake than Warlock. And so a lot of people will say, well, he doesn't have a lot of hit points, give him Bulwark so he gets some, but 30% out of that, he gets plus 33,000 hit points, and it takes him to 148 before adding in other bonuses. Whereas Dread Drake is getting 78,000-ish. It's just way more valuable on those kind of people. And really, and I also like to put Bulwark on support heroes, because Pixie does a lot of stuff. It's not just damage. removing buffs, heals 3 allies, removes debuffs from your heroes. All good stuff. So while she doesn't have the high hit point pool, you're also not looking for her to be the sniper to kill everybody. So if you can drop her and tank 2 or 3 of the arrow towers versus your warlock or Ares, you know, putting them right behind, so that she has more time to get more heals off and whatnot. That's why I like Bulwark on her. Obviously, anytime something is supposed to cause destruction, you want War God. You want Minotaur to proc one time and blow everything up. Same thing with like Spirit Mage and Santa. But I can make an entire video on that, so I will leave that there with those. I think that's enough information. Oregon and Harpy Queen, because she does damage, but I don't use her. So I think I will leave it there. Thanks for checking out my video. I appreciate it. I'll put a link to my Twitch in the chat. It's www.twitch.tv/withhonor. And, you know, like, subscribe, dislike, make a negative comment. Whatever you want to do, I'll try and read it and respond if I can. Thank you. Take care, guys.